chops, like my brother says, Maurice Braxton, punch the devil in his chops. All right. Genesis 26:5. All right.
Because that Abraham obeyed my voice and kept my charge, my commandments, my statutes, and my law.
Right. So the verse 4 that says what?
And I will make thy seed to multiply as the stars of heaven, and will give unto thy seed all these countries, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because that Abraham obeyed my voice and kept my charge, my commandments, my statutes, and my laws.
So is that what Yaakov was saying? I think so. He knew that. So, but you was taught that you don't have to obey God's law because nobody can keep that 613 laws. But Yahshua said something, right? That man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word. Right? Every word. Now, go back. I got to finish where I was going. All right. So we're going to go back to, we started in Revelation. We did 22 rather. We're going to back it up. Back it up. We're going to back it up. Right. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I got to finish something first. All right. So we just showed you that the works of the flesh, by the deeds of the law shall no flesh be saved. So what is the flesh that we are to mortify, right? Just for the notes' sake, put this in your notes. All right? Brother Pastor, I'm waiting on that phone call. All right? Ephesians 5. Galatians, which is Ephesians? It's Galatians. It's Galatians 5. Or is it 6? It's 6. Galatians 5 and 16. Right. That's it. Works of the flesh. What are manifest, which of these? What verse is that? Verse 17. Read verse 16. All right. Somebody, y'all need to write these notes down. Write this down, Pastor. I'm expecting an invitation. Galatians 5:16. All right.
This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
Okay. So he's telling us, walk in the spirit, and you shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. That's what he said. They that are in the flesh cannot please Yah. Why? Because we're going to tell you what the flesh is. Right? Those deeds, by the deeds of the law shall no flesh be saved, because the flesh is not designed to be saved. Right? All right, go ahead.
For the flesh lusteth against the spirit.
See? So the flesh is lusting against the spirit, right? Go ahead.
And the spirit against the flesh.
Mm-hmm.
And these are contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
So the flesh and the spirit are contrary, right? So what's the spirit? Mind. What's the flesh? It's 5 senses that tries to dominate your body, your mind, to cause you to disobey Yah, which is called the works of the flesh. All right, go ahead.
But if ye be led of the spirit, ye are not under the law.
Why? Why are you not under the law if you led of the spirit? Because you're not following the appetites of the flesh. You led of the Spirit. But don't break that down too. All right, go ahead.
Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these:
Uh-huh.
adultery, fornication,
Uh-huh.
uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulations, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like, of the which I tell you before, as I have also told you in time past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of Yah. But the fruit.
Wait a minute, hold on. So all of that is the works of the flesh. That can't be saved. Why? Huh? It's real simple. It goes against the character of Yah. It's the flesh is anti-Yah. But the Spirit. All right, what's the Spirit have? Go ahead.
But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law.
What? There's no law against all of that? So when you walk in all these characteristical traits, love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance, you walking in the Spirit? Huh? The opposite of walking in the flesh, which is the adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulation, wrath, strife, sedition, heresy, envy, murder, drunkenness. Oh, see, drunk, right? The drunk, right? Drunkenness, right? All right, what's the word there? An intoxicant, that is by implication, intoxication. Okay, all right. You can drink but not be drunk. I can't remember the last time I was drunk. Did it make look at that strong anymore now? People get drunk. You see, some people get drunk, pissy drunk. The drunkenness is when you're drunk to where you start doing things that you're not supposed to do. Okay. All right, go ahead.
And they that are the Mashiach have crucified the flesh with the affections and lusts.
Ooh, they have crucified the flesh. No, they catered to the flesh.
The other verse we read, sanctify yourself.
Huh?
Oh, purify yourself.
Right.
They have purified themselves.
And James, right? Yaakov, purify yourself. They that have this hope. No, First John. They that have this hope, purify themselves. Right. That's what that's what crucified. I'm good. That's good. Good point. So that crucified is purifying. Crucifying the flesh is purifying yourself. With he says, with the affections. What's that word for affections? It says something undergone that is hardship or pain, an emotion or influence. Your flesh will influence you, right? Sitting here in this chair, waiting on you, oh baby. You hear that song? I want to get next to you. You might go way back down to some dark alley where you ain't supposed to be, thinking about Oh, you can say that's the influence of the flesh. That can't be saved, right? So there is no law that can save the flesh, because the flesh is not subject to Yah, right? Now let's tie it with Romans 8, right? All right. Romans 8. Everybody, Romans 8, everything's in Romans 8. I always say everything's in Romans 8. All right. Romans 8. No, it's not 8. I'm sorry, it's 7. Romans 7. 7. And let's see. Hold on a second. Let's go up. Let's read verse 7. Let's start verse 1. Okay, good. Very good. Very good. Very good. Now notice that you're gonna see something here. Shaul does here that a lot of people that claim that they know the law don't know the law, right? All right, let's go ahead. Romans 7:1.
Know ye not, brethren, for I speak to them that know the law. How?
He's speaking to those that know the law. Question you gotta ask is, do your pastor know the law? Okay. I can ask the question, fine, real quick. Do you know the law? Okay. What are the five levels of sacrifice? Do you know? If you don't, then you'll know the law. So he's not talking to you. All right. Okay. Go ahead.
For I speak to them that know the law, how that the law hath dominion over a man as long as he liveth. For the woman which hath a husband is bound by the law to her husband so long as he liveth. But if the husband be dead, she is loosed from the law of her husband. So then, if while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she shall be called an adulteress. But if her husband be dead, she is free from that law, so that she is no adulteress, though she be married to another man.
Now, is that true? That's good. So now I'm gonna give you something right quick, right? There is a specific situation that applies to, but not all situations. Okay, because in the law, when it comes to marriage, there are specific situations that forbids that woman to marry again, right? But then there are other clauses where she can be free and be another man's wife, right? So you have to rightly divide the law to see when does it apply. You're not bound by the law in all cases to a wife or a husband. Okay? We need to go to the book of the law and open it up, right? You want to do that? Okay. So we're going to go to the book of the law. We're going to prove a point, right? Go to I want to go to the law where he's found some uncleanness in her. Okay. Let's see, where is it? I want to, okay. Okay, this is Deuteronomy 24. Deuteronomy 24. Okay, Deuteronomy 24. All right. All right, Deuteronomy 24, right? All right. Let's go. Start at verse 1.
When a man hath taken a wife and married her, and it come to pass that he find no favor in his eyes because he hath found some uncleanness in her, then let him write her a bill of divorcement and give it in her hand and send her out of his house.
Mm-hmm.
And when she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife.
Oh, there it is. See that? So is she bound by the law as long as she lived in this situation? No. Because he told her, he said, let him write her a bill of divorcement. Thank you, Bore, Adrian. Let him write her a bill of divorcement and give it in her hand and send her out of his house. And when she is departed out of his house, she may go and be another man's wife. Now, Paul was speaking about a